35 people working on this show, and Talia doesn't want to be on camera. Just sitting there looking at me. No good. Can I have some water? There's no water. We want the water. I'm getting a day of thirst. Usually I get a coffee, but the budget's gone, apparently. Thank you, Jess. Have a look at the budget. Half glass. How long's that going to last? First letter tonight, while we're topping up. Whilst watching your show, I heard your panellists say how bad service in Australia is. Well, why don't we change the way we shop? With some basic respect and common decency towards shop assistants, I'm sure we'll overcome this bad service perception. It's the customer's fault. Get that? Customer's fault. My 30-year-old daughter is attracted to powerful men. Invariably, they use, abuse and dump her. Never mind, we'll talk about that later. I'm 38, married with 2 kids, have my house paid off. Oh yes, suburbia, welcome. I love my wife, I love my kids are bright, and for some reason I need to lock my parents away in an aged care facility because I can't do anything right by them. All these wonderful letters coming up with a terrific panel. Coming up now. Don't go away. Sweet and sour. I'll get a coffee, I'll get some more water. We'll talk to you soon.
Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. The clapping stopped at the wrong time, but thank you anyway. That's terrific. Gary Mitchell with you for the next half hour with a terrific lineup of guests. His Honour the Mayor is in the studio. Here we go. Hello, Jono.
Hello, Gary. Hello, viewers. Good to be back.
Great to have you back. And how is the town of Bassendean faring?
Oh, the town of Bassendean is going terrific. And anybody wanting to make an investment around Australia, Bassendean's the place. Always like to get that plug in.
Is it really?
It is, absolutely.
Why?
We're booming at the moment. Absolutely booming.
Why is it booming?
We've got our first 5-storey apartment building coming in the main street.
Are you serious?
A $20 million
What street?
redevelopment to the shopping centre, a football oval redevelopment. Everything's happening in Bassendean. Old Perth Road.
Really?
Yes.
Right. All those with a bit of spare cash, you know where to run. Terrific. Good to have you on the show. I'll ring you tomorrow as well to make the investment. Hello, Candice.
Hi, if anyone needs to invest in my life, that would be great because I need one.
No, you don't. You got more pizzazz than most people I know.
Oh,
How
bless
are you?
you.
What's happening?
Oh,
Where have you
yeah.
been? What's been happening?
Oh, you know, I've mostly been hanging around here. They bring me here when they got no one else.
We've had too many coffees before the show.
I think so.
We had to petition the crew to get one, but we got something.
But we got there,
Good to have you. Mate,
Mate,
is this your second time back since being overseas?
yes,
And?
I'm out
Have
of
you
work.
settled back into Perth?
I'm still out of work.
You're painting though? You're
I'm
still
depressed. I'm doing a self-portrait at the moment. Giddy.
It's looking really good too.
A self-portrait.
Lying on
What do
the
you
bed.
mean? Have you
She
seen
showed
it?
me.
Yeah, I'm lying on the bed.
Did you happen to bring it?
It's
On
on
the
my
phone, the
phone.
wonderful technology.
Oh, a self-portrait.
And I've already had someone offer to buy it, but you know.
Was it your mother?
How can she? She's dead. Jeez, what an idiot. Stupid.
Hello, Daz.
Anyway, it's my second time for being on the show since Alex has been back from holiday too. I'm glad to be here with you, darling.
Me too.
No, Green Family Homes is going good. Manjimup, we have our first stage being released, so hopefully we'll be able to take care of some of the aged care needs in Manjimup.
Does this mean WA, where this is shot for the benefit of our eastern seaboard viewers, is booming?
Yes. Well, as far as me and Jono is concerned, yes.
All right, terrific. All right, here we go. You ready to do some work?
Yep.
All right,
Let's see it.
here we go. All right, letter 1. Hi, Mitch. I'm a service assistant in a small supermarket and I love my job. It's in my nature to be, and I am always happy, polite and friendly to every customer. I use sir and madam regardless of race, age, etc. I have 2 types of customers, however. The ones who say, can I please? And the ones who say, I want. The I wants are usually middle to elderly age, have kids, a busy 9-to-5 job, a partner at home. They don't know please or thank you and give you disapproving looks when made to wait in line while other people are being served. They often feel the need to judge you on the way you do your job. While watching your show, I heard your panellists say how bad service is in Australia. Well, why don't we change the way we shop? With some basic respect and common decency towards shop assistants, I'm sure We will overcome this bad service perception instantly. I think we have all become bad customers, and the bad customer service is just representative of that. I don't think training or spending more money on staff development will solve anything. Sure, the kids don't want to work, but who did as a kid? To get great customer service, we need to be great customers first. Humans by nature are reactive, and it takes more strength of character than most 16-year-olds have to smile in the face of disapproving old fogey customers. Sam of Bassendean, believe it or not, in WA. Daz, straight to you first. Do you agree with the perception? Oh, this is obviously a very young person, but it rubbed me up the wrong way when I read it. How do you take it?
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Look, Sam, I'd agree with you on a couple of accounts and disagree on a couple as well. I think that the fact
that many counts in there?
Well, the fact that he uses sir and madam, I really respect it. I think well done for you. I mean, if you've picked up that much of courtesy and manners at a young age, good for you. The part where it says they don't say please or thank you while giving disapproving looks, I find that to be a bit unusual because manners was kind of created by the generation before us, and I'm going to link me to you, if you will, Sam. There, we're coming from like a retail sector where it says the customer's always right, and we're moving into an e-commerce zone where who gives us stuff? So long as there's conversion and the button is clicked and eBay sends it to you, or Amazon, whoever does that, manners are going to getting diluted. So you'll have to forgive the oldies.
But the expectations of service are still there.
They are
and
still
if they
there.
don't deliver on e-transactions, they get a bad rating and nobody uses it.
Yeah, and that's where the new manners is. So look, don't expect much because I think it's going to be a growing trend.
Look, I'm with you. I think the older generation by far are more polite.
Usually.
You know, I don't know. Al, what's your experience? Younger people can be polite as well. Older people can be rude.
Well, you know, you don't know which one you're going to get, but I've been...
But they're not all bloody rude.
No, I've been the customer and I've gone up and I've looked at the person while they're serving me and they're like this. And it's like... And then they don't even look at you when you look at them to go thank you or please. And you know, that to me, I've had more young people that are rude when I'm always happy. I go, good morning, you know, I always say happy, and they're rude. But most young people are bored when they're at work. They don't want to be there, they want to be outside.
What about the thank you for shopping at? Thank you, have a nice day. That gets me too.
You were going to say the
I've
shop.
sometimes told a joke to someone that was just so boring to me and not even looking at me. I told them a joke, they didn't get it. So.
And tell us the joke.
No, it's too rude.
Break.
Yeah, I'll tell you. It's a rude
Candice,
Hey, my
who's rude, who's not rude?
You know, everyone's bloody rude.
At times, yes. It's true.
I worked at checkout for 5 years, and you know what? I loved it. I really liked it. Yes, I wanted more for myself, but I really quite enjoyed it. And I enjoyed, you know, having the little old biddies come through, counting their change, you know. And you know, my favourite part was getting on the mic at the end of the night and saying, thanks customers for shopping at insert name store here, and we're going to close the store in 15 minutes. There are people who really do like their job, but I think, you know, it's a two-way street. Quality staff are harder to find these days. Employers are turning over less profit, therefore there's less money for things like training. But on the customer side, society in itself is breeding a generation of time-poor, stressed, selfish citizens. So it really is a two-way street. If you want to be treated nicely, then yes, you're going to have to treat the person serving you nicely. If you're at work and you want to have a nice experience at work, then serve your customers nicely. Same like life.
Fairly, like life. Seems to be fairly universal though. I know a lot of people come to me and tell me of their experience where they're applying for jobs in companies. Yeah. And the companies won't even get back to them.
Yeah, see, that's
you know,
the
if
thing.
they've got the people that they want, that's it. No, please, thank you. We're in receipt of your... Jono, how do you see it?
Yes, well, Sam, I think you're a wonder. You live in the wonderful place of Bassendean, so no doubt you've got fantastic customer service. It's probably the outsiders that cause the problem. But look, I noticed about development, always go for development in life, but I just want to focus on one thing you put here about the kids not wanting to work. Now, I just want to alert viewers to the idiot of the year, the absolute idiot in State Parliament, who says we need to cull the young people. Young people are out on streets, so presumably because they can't work and creating crimes because, and I quote, the reality is that we are not culling young anymore. We are not sending them off to a foreign battlefield to kill other people anymore. That is why they're on our streets. So kids, get out there and work, because we have an idiot in state parliament who wants to send you to war. So
Who said that?
I saw that last week.
that's right, an absolute idiot in state parliament is not worth a mention.
He's probably watching tonight. Never mind. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the lure of powerful men over women. Boom, boom, boom. Don't go away. Sweet sound. We're back. Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. If you'd like to send us a righto now, if you'd like to send us a letter, send it to the address that is there on your screen. Letters at sweetandsour.net.au. It'll land here. Every letter that we love to want to chat about, we're going to send you to the movies. Well, the letter writer, that is. And the movie that we're sending you to this week is The Bachelorette, starring
Isla Fisher.
Isla Fisher.
Did you see your title then?
No? What did it say?
Gary Mitchell, never here.
I'm trying, I'm here tonight. And if you'd like to give us a like on Facebook, send it to... Well, you don't send it, you just tick it, don't you? Yeah. Facebook, there it is, facebook.com/sweetandsour, and we'd love you to do that for us. Here we go, letter 2. Dear panellists, my 30-year-old daughter is attracted to powerful men, or more to the point, men who she thinks are powerful. She does anything for them, and they invariably use, abuse, and dump her in that order. I need to help her because she can't help herself. Why do young girls blindly gravitate to men perceived to be moneyed and powerful? If I can understand the lure, I may be able to open her eyes to the truth that the best catchers are those who have strong characters rather than those who seek to control others through the acquisition of power. I must say, it's not money so much that she chases, it's those men who are in top positions, and she'll ladder hop and drop her men to get to the top. Please help Danae, South Yarra, Victoria. Jono, what's going on with her daughter?
Well, Danae, your daughter hasn't gravitated towards me just yet, so I'm waiting for that.
No less.
That's right, exactly. Bassendean.
I think it's a problem of geography.
Now, that's right, yes, exactly. Don't worry about that. Now, Diane, I think you're an interfering mother. I think you need to stay out of your daughter's life. I don't think you really know what's going on. In one instance, you say it's the men that are controlling her, and then in the other instance, you're basically saying your daughter's a bit of a tramp and actually sleeps her way to the top. So I suggest maybe your daughter gets the best money out of it while she can. And perhaps write a book that power positions to get the best position. The essential guide that all guys and girls need in corporate world to climb the sex ladder. So I think that's what she should do, because one day she's not going to have those looks. So you just got to tell your daughter that to use it while she's got it.
Ooh, mercenary. Candice, are you as mercenary?
No, I'm going to give you a science lesson here. Young girls and women in general are biologically attracted to a provider. The ones in power, the ones who are strong, the ones who will defeat and chest beat and do everything they want. So it is
that because they're fundamentally insecure?
No, it is because that in many cases women are physically weaker, not mentally weaker, and not in all cases, but women are often smaller, slimmer, that kind of thing. And I don't mean to offend anyone out there, because there are some fantastic strong women out there. But women are naturally drawn to men who will help them give birth to children and protect them.
Her problem seems to be additional, though, because she just keeps
She has a type. She has a type.
Well, she had everybody who's
She
in a
does.
top position. But she says she'll hop and drop her men to get to the top.
She does that to get to the guy at the top, who she, rightly or wrongly, sees as a powerful
no one's
provider.
safe. If there's another one, she'll just keep hopping.
Quite right. Until she, I don't know, what is at the top?
Do you know these women? This type of woman? Do you know?
I've been around plenty of those, yeah, but I'm not like one of those.
Okay, why do they do it? For that reason?
Well, I think they like power. They want to be seen with someone that's powerful. It's all about position in society and who's who. And there's a lot of those girls in Perth. I mean, there's the social scene in Perth.
What about Melbourne? This
hate
one's
the
South Yarra.
Oh,
Victoria.
It'd be worse over there, I reckon. And then it's all about, but I mean, I don't like the way that the mother has actually written this, because
she wants to help her daughter. She wants to help her daughter settle back
at least
down
write
and not jump.
Write a letter that makes sense. I mean, one minute you're saying she gets used and abused and then dumped, and then the next bit you say that she's hopping and dropping her men to get to the top. I mean, like, how do you know? How do you know what your daughter's doing when
would be
she's
both
out?
of those
You
things.
don't know what she's doing. She might be a stripper. She might be a call girl. How do you know? You don't know what your daughter's doing.
I think that's the last message you want to send to the client, isn't
Well, you don't know. You
More
don't.
doubts for you there, Danae.
There's
You're,
always.
you're telling me you think this girl is a slut?
You slut. I didn't say that. You said it.
You just said it then. All right, Daz, come on.
Well, for me, I'm going to agree with. I'm going to agree.
You're not allowed to agree on this show.
Well, Candice, because of the strong character thing. Look, at least she's got the strong part right. And if she's going for strong, then maybe not the strong character, but certainly a strong in society or whoever's powerful. She's got that part right. So while you can give her credit, give her credit.
What is it the mother's business though? If Danae's daughter's enjoying herself, then
She's
the mother's
30.
butt
The
out.
daughter to get
For
hurt.
God's sake, she's 30.
She's still a mother
It's
no
her
matter
business.
what.
That's right.
Yeah, but still, she's a mother.
Well,
She'll
isn't
be a
that
mother till the
interesting?
end.
Because our next letter is about parents who nag, and Travis is telling me we're way over time. So when we come back, parents who nag. Don't go away.
Oh my God. Want to have a Greek and Italian parent?
When did you lose your
Here
milk?
at Sweet and Sour, keep sending in your sour letters, and here at the panel, we'll make them sweet. So, that would do.
Dear Sweet and Sour, I hope my parents are nagging the crap out of me about bloody well everything. I'm 38, married with 2 kids, have my house paid off, I love my wife, my kids are healthy and bright, but for some reason I can't seem to do anything right by my parents. If I go over to visit with only the kids, I get the inquisition about why my wife didn't come. If I go to visit without the kids, it's a nag about making the kids get to see their grandparents. I'm nagged about doing the right thing by others, being on time, being a good husband, being a good dad, being a good son, saving enough money, being frivolous with Christmas spending, not spoiling the kids. My wife tells me that every parent nags, but I never hear hers utter a single word about what we should be doing. Do all parents nag, or am I the exception? What can I do to minimise the constant barrage that I face? Really, some days it's just so hard to think that I don't have any love left for them at all when they've just drowned me in an ocean of nag. And it comes to us from Jeremy up north in WA. Alex.
Oh, Jeremy.
You don't get nagged anymore.
Sorry, no, I don't.
Oh, do you miss the nagging?
What, my mum?
Yeah.
And she used to nag me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes and no. No, look, I just think you're a big wimp. I mean, grow some, will you? God.
Grow some.
I'd bloody nag you too if you complained like that all the time.
Why
Just
do parents
shut
nag?
up and
Why do
do
parents
what
nag?
you're supposed to do.
Why do they nag?
Parents?
You just went,
I'm looking at, what? Oh, I thought we were talking about Jeremy.
yeah, why do parents nag?
Well, because he's obviously not doing something right.
Oh, in their eyes. But don't all parents nag sooner or later?
No, not always. Sometimes they tell you how good you are and why did you leave that on the floor and why didn't you close the door, and it's just in them because they've got their own set way of doing things, and so if you're not doing it and plus you're their son, you should know how your parents are, so you shouldn't complain about it. Love your
Daz?
parents, just get on with it.
Come on in, Des.
I've got nothing to say, Jeremy. I really don't. I'd have to say, what can you do to minimise it? What can you do? Drowned in an ocean of nag. Oh, yes.
Is it
See?
normal?
And it's not just parents, it'll be anyone who's your elder. Anyone who can lay some shit on you, they will. Just take it, mate.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Grow some.
Grow some.
My mum nags, but I interpret it as nagging. She actually just cares.
It's loving nag, isn't it?
Nag you. You're so
You got to
good,
respect the
little boy.
nagging.
Jono?
Jeremy, you're pathetic. You're 38, you've got a wonderful family, wonderful kids, you've got your house paid off, you live in Broome for crying out loud. How pathetic are you to whinge about this? Honestly, life is that good. It's your parents showing you love, and quite frankly, I don't think you deserve that love because you're such a whinger. Realise how good you got life, and yes, I think as Alexandra said, grow a pair of balls and grow up a little bit.
He does. He has everything. You have absolutely everything and caring parents.
Yeah, lucky.
And you're writing to us because they nag. Should he be trying to minimise their nagging? What's he doing wrong?
Well, I think he's not appreciating the fact that they're there and that he has parents to start with. But I think what he really needs to do is have a frank discussion with them. If it's really bothering him this much and he's not prepared to do, to get over it, then he needs to have a frank discussion with them to let them know their criticism is unwarranted and not helpful, and then could lead to them distancing themselves from their grandparents and parents. When they do it, calmly remind them of that discussion that you had, saying, I don't appreciate this kind of, this kind of criticism. And you know what? And leave. If you don't like it and they keep up the topic, then leave. They'll get the message sooner or later.
Candice, I feel like she's been the voice of reason tonight.
Oh, yeah, she should be like
She's always the
I
voice.
am just simply calling him pathetic, and here you are giving him all sorts of tips and advice.
You've got to treat people the way you want to be treated. That's
Some
it.
parents, but you can't teach old people like an old dog.
And you know what? And if you can't, then distance yourself from it. But at least you tried and you had the upper ground.
Why would you distance yourself from loving parents?
But then when you go back, because I tried that.
Yeah, righto.
Didn't you? You stay away because you just don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
And then eventually, when you do go back, it just starts up all over again.
Yeah.
You can't. You just got to accept it. They're your parents.
But that's just the way you're interpreting
They're your
it.
parents.
You
Doesn't
can-
matter.
I mean, I can sit there and think that I'm being nagged, but I'm really not.
What about
You know,
how
they're
is
just
he with his
consent.
children? Do you nag your children?
Maybe.
Maybe he doesn't.
Oh,
Maybe he doesn't care enough
clean
to
up your
nag his
room.
kids.
What's that, nagging?
We've
Brush
got
your
to,
teeth.
We've got to pick the best letter for tonight. Candice, first to you.
Definitely going Danae from South Yarra.
Oh, my 30-year-old daughter is a slut.
Basically, but I wouldn't say it like that. But that's fine.
Okay, Jono.
What's the prize? What do they win?
They win a pair of limited edition sunnies, courtesy
So we're
of
giving
Alon
someone that
Trees.
lives in
very
South
good.
Yarra.
Well, yes, I go Danae as well. Hopefully those glasses will be black enough for you to black out of your daughter's life and leave her alone and let her live her own life.
All right, this
Danae,
side says Danae. What do you like?
Oh, well, I didn't want to give it to her because she lives in South Yarra.
I know
But
the
I'll go
optometrist
for her
is
because
out
I'll
there.
be, with the group.
You don't have to do
Oh,
that.
you
Make
don't
sure
I'm always the black
Daz,
sheep.
she's irrelevant. What do you say?
Yeah, look, let's go, Danae, because
Danae.
hopefully getting out a little bit and seeing a movie will help you have that more
No, she
refreshing
gets the
view.
glasses.
She gets the glass.
Oh, glasses.
She gets a movie anyway.
All right,
Jeez,
okay.
That's why I didn't.
Glasses, happy?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
right.
fair enough.
All right, coming out to Danae of South Yarra, Victoria, a pair of limited edition sunnies courtesy of Alon Trees and Aussie Opticals. We got to go. Jono.
Thank you, Gary. It's been a delight.
Invest in Bassendean.
Absolutely, yes, except for that pathetic person at the end, Jeremy. Don't worry, we don't want any winters in
we don't-
Bassendean.
Terrific. Will you be
We love
investing?
your parents, Jeremy, by the way. Come to Bassendean.
Will you be investing in Bassendean tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll see how much money we got. Probably not a lot. Depends on if anyone wants to give me
Nice to have you guys
$1 million
on the
or
show.
something. That's fine.
Al, good to have you back.
I live near Bassendean,
Where do you live?
Mount Lawley.
How near Bassendean is that?
Much nicer.
You could walk there if you had like a week.
But thanks for
I
having
live
me
near
back, Gary.
Bassendean. Where do you live?
Always,
Broome.
always a pleasure to be here.
Daz?
Yes, thank you very much.
Manjimup's
for
the
having me.
place to be.
Yes, if you're aged and you want to live a happier life, Manjimup is actually
Oh my
rated
God.
for a happiness factor
Manjimup,
as well. So.
Bassendean or Mount Lawley.
right.
Catch a
Candice,
flight.
Yeah.
where else can we live?
I don't know, wherever you can
All
find
right,
a
wherever
house
you want
in this
to.
bloody
30
town.
seconds.
Thank all of our wonderful guests for being here tonight. Thank our terrific crew, and thanks for having us in your home tonight, Australia. We've got to go. Good night,
Thank you.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Good show tonight.